Okay guys, inside of the truck, sitting on the bed looking at the rear of the truck. That's the rear dinette area. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at the size of the windows, the size of the table, size of the cushions, depth of the storage bins on both sides. Then we'll have a look at that control center right there. Swing around to the kitchen area, then I'll show you how big the bed is. Let's have a closer look at this rear dinette area. Alright, let me get you a measurement of the rear windows. This is the one on the passenger side, rear dinette, right behind the cushion. What we'll do is height first, and then lengthwise. Alright, height-wise, about 17 inches. Lengthwise, around 23.5 inches. Also, these have a sliding screen door. You just flip up this latch, let some air in if you'd like to. One more time. All right, let's check out the measurements on this rear window. Now this one does not have a screen in it. We'll go height-wise and then lengthwise. Height-wise, talking about, just about 12 and 3/4 inches. Lengthwise, about 45 3/4 inches. All right, let's check out this table next. All right, so that's about 23.5 inches. Then from this side, also about 23.5 inches. So 23.5 by 23.5. And if you're looking for a size reference, I'll get the bananas back out there for you. All right, let's have a closer look at this table. So it does swivel two ways. It goes this way and as well as like this. All right, let's have a look at what's underneath this table. All right, going down under the table here, we have our first adjustment knob here. So if you're sitting down and you need a little bit more height, or if you want it to swivel a little bit better, you just loosen that. And then you have your second adjustment knob here, which you can also adjust the height of the table here. You will release that all the way to take out the table entirely, because you have access to a shower in this specific unit. So you're going to lift up this grate and you can see the shower pan and the drain there. Now some four-wheel camper flatbeds have storage under here. This one has the shower. You have your hookups over here for the shower head and nozzle. Okay, that's what that looks like there. Then you got the hooks above to hang the shower curtain from. We'll look at that a little bit later on. But next, let's have a look at the size of these cushions and the storage beneath it. All right, let's have a closer look at these cushions. This is their silver spur fabric that they do in-house. They do all of their sewing in-house. This is an upgrade. The cushions are fairly firm. The dimensions are going to be the same on both of these, but we'll double check them just in case. There's a little piece of wood in here. What that does is it keeps the cushions from sliding around when it's sitting down in the storage area. But here is the measurement this way. Got maybe 18 3/4 depth-wise, lengthwise about 30.5. And then if we're gonna go, well, how deep it is this way, maybe about 4 inches thick that way. And the backing cushion, yeah, same size. All right, here is a look at the storage underneath of the rear seats. Now, if you have a slide-in version, you won't have this. It's one of the major advantages of having a Hawk flatbed, is all of that space back here. If you have a slide-in, that's where the rails of the trucks are going to be. Pretty vast. Let me get you some measurements. Going this way, about 16 3/4 inches. Going this way, probably about 26.5 depth wise. about 21 and a half. Yeah, it's about 21 and a half. But I mean, really, you want to get a good idea, I fit in it. Or if you wanted an actual size reference, I'm about 5'5". I could do like, let's say, bag of ramen. Like a 4 of these guys. You can kind of see just how deep and big that storage area is. Also the same on the other side. So you get 2 of those. So this rear area is very interesting. You got a bunch of storage areas here. Yes, it's a shower, but it's also a bed. Let me show you how this converts into a bed. First thing we got to do is remove this table, and this is technically a 2-position bed, but the first thing is removing the tabletop. Put that notch on the other side, or the knob, lift, and then undo this guy, and that will fill up this area here. All right, now we're going to piece it all together. We're going to flip up these 2 cushions here. Reason being is that there's a little ledge right here that the table is going to sit in between these 2 little rubber grommets. So that gets flipped up like that. Right. You gotta move these around this way because of that wooden piece in here, so that'll kind of lock it in here. Same thing with this guy. Hey. And then if you want to angle the cushion up, there's these kind of wooden brackets on piano hinges here. So you would just pick it up and slant it. And then if you wanted to read a book, for whatever reason, you could. All right, just a quick comment on these little wooden pieces with the piano hinges. So this helps really snug the cushions down, because somebody's going to ask, well, do they move around? Not really, because this will push against that when it's locked into place under here. So here's how that works. When this is kind of pushed up against here, and then you flip this thing over like this, that hinge will pretty much make sure that it's pushing against the wooden piece that's pushing against the wall of the storage space there, so it's locked into place that way. Alright guys, here's your closer look at kind of the control center attached to the rear dinette area fire extinguisher. So here you have charging options for like a car charger here, USB, no USB-C. I would imagine the newer ones would have that. Here's kind of a meter to let you know how much you're drawing. So as you plug in more things, it'll kind of go this way. Hopefully you won't have to hit red. 12 volts DC. These outlets are not connected to an inverter. They are only going to be able to be in usage when plugged into shore power. And then here you have your switches for the exterior lighting here and some interior. Just switches. We'll have a look at that later on in the nighttime.